La 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 la. Oh, guys, good afternoon. Afternoon. I sound American for some reason this week. I don't know why. Good afternoon, it's Queensville. Good afternoon. Welcome to the stream. I have had such an amazing week this week. I have had a brilliant week. And I'll tell you all about it in a minute. First of all, let's get the chat out of the way. We are. Hope going already open. Yes, I have. Chat is open. There we are. 6 on today. That's pretty good for a good start today. And welcome, guys, to a. Well, anyway, I have things to say. This week has been brilliant. I've had a phenomenal week this week. I am really excited to tell you guys what's happening now. I am really happy to tell you, as the next 2 weeks' time, we have Alex's album coming out in 2 weeks' time. And we have finished 7 original tracks I wrote. None of Dead Inside, because we left that project now. And we've done about 7 tracks from the various tracks that we were going to issue anyway. And the only tracks that we have only released at the minute is My Best Days, which is one we really wanted to get out. And we've released it yesterday. It was released yesterday, and we were really happy with the result for that. So you guys are really happy with that song. I hope you enjoyed it, because seriously, it's becoming to be one of the best songs of the whole year. That's actually the YouTube version. That's not the album version of it yet. We had to issue that because we waited nearly 8 months to get that out, and I have never in my whole experience had an amazing artist who was willing to do it, and she is helped us out a lot with the production of the this thing. So hers is coming out now, and we recorded Driving Down the Road Again. We recorded The Garden Light as the title track now, and we've also recorded 7 other songs that that we're going to issue on the CD. And one track we did record yesterday, we won't be able to issue that for obvious reasons. We won't be issuing one track that we've had to take off now, because we felt that when we were recording it yesterday, I've said it to her today, and she said, don't put it on, because it's an amazing song, but please don't put it out. So at the request of her, nope. And it is Fallen, and Fallen is not going to be issued on the CD. Not bringing out when I can't bring out Fallen. It's too upsetting to hear it, and it's also the fact it's personal as well. So we're going to. Alex is bringing out hers on the 19th of November now, and this is replacing Dead Inside. And obviously, you all know the story about Dead Inside now, which is on the plans and hold for next year now. But we don't know if that will still go ahead. At the moment, we are discussing with that next Friday to find out if we're going to still do that or not. We don't know. We have still got the tracks there for her, but we just have to decide now. You know, go down that route of we got to stop everything and then we've got to wait. So, but I've had an amazing week, guys. This week's been brilliant. Started on Tuesday. Monday, Monday was bad. Tuesday was well better. Wednesday, one of the best days I've ever had in my life. It has made my year. and I had an amazing time. I've really have to thank Andrew for sorting out my stage yesterday. It was a sort of chaotic mess it was in. He did a new mix of it. He put the guitar, more guitars on it, and he also put double track the vocals of Alex's vocal on it. And then Jade's vocal worked out bloody fantastic on that, so we had to keep that. And from my point of view, I really think that was the best thing we've ever released, ever, in the whole year. That you guys, I think, are loving that track a lot. It took a lot of guts to do that. It really did. We whipped in here about Tuesday. We started recording that for the first time, and Alex got straight away. It was like 15 minutes and went. And I sent the demo. I sent the original mix to her, and she did the vocals at her home. Then she sent it back to me, and then I was really impressed with it. And then I rang her 3 hours later, and I said, "You've got the job." So this is what's replacing now for the Dead Inside stuff. We're going to replace it now with the Garden Light album now, which is coming out from this. And we're going to go. We are going to do some songs that are very good. And in fact, I think we've recorded probably an amazing album. We have, and we've also decided that we're going to dedicate this to Jodie as well. The whole album's going to be dedicated to her, because she couldn't do it at the time. We just felt we have to do these songs. We have to do these songs. You know, dedicate the whole album to her, ready for it. So yeah. But as far as the other ones are concerned, we won't be issuing that track, I'm afraid. That sounds understandable. It's fine. And she's really, really she loves her voice so much. She really went for it. Wednesday, she listened to the tracks. She was so impressed. She was saying, it sounds like her, but it sounds like someone else. I keep saying it all the time. You sound like Jodie for some reason. She's recorded an original song of mine called "Rocking Down the Road." I did originally demo that on my channel before. She's done an amazing job on that one as well. And I listened to that yesterday, and I went, "What is this?" I was like, well impressed. And she's becoming to be a bit of a hit. She's also in the newsletter this year as well. And I've still got like another about 35 songs. 35 songs for Jodie. Whew. We've even got a longer album planned next year as well. But seriously, we hit it off on Tuesday. We hit it off. Me and Alex hit it off very well. And I just didn't want to put a picture of it on yet, because you guys don't know who she is yet, do you? No. That's a surprise for you when you get the album anyway. The album will be released on Discogs, be released on the website. It'll also be available, hopefully, a stream platform as well will be available for you guys to download it as well. I'm looking into actually doing it on iTunes, because iTunes is cheaper to actually upload the whole album there. But at the moment, I don't know if we're going to do that. I'm not sure yet. And as for YouTube side of it, you'll get Driving Down the Road again. That'll be the next release. And then, if everything goes okay, we might be able to get Run With Us out as well. Because I'm hoping I don't have a copyright strike for it, because I really want to get Run With Us out, because we usually recorded that yesterday, and Run With Us was done in like a few takes. Seriously, she is bloody fantastic. We couldn't have picked a great identical singer to Jodie itself. Bloody fantastic. And my week has been brilliant. Jade's album's nearly finished. Jade's album's not coming out on Monday. It's coming out now on Saturday. We can't bring it out on Monday because basically schedules have been weird. So we delayed it for about another week or so until we get all the stuff sorted out for it. We will be a lot more stuff coming out. I'm telling you, loads of things coming out this time. So apart from my last week being the terrible week of my life, this week has been better, and I have really enjoyed it this week. I really have enjoyed it. So big, massive thank you goes down to Jodie, really, because she's been bloody brilliant last week. The Wednesday, she was brilliant last week. She was great. It all goes down to her, really, for all the hard work she's put through to this. And Alex coming in has just been a lifesaver for me, been a brilliant thing. And she's governed Devon a lot as well, which is good. So you will get a Q&A session from herself. We're going to try and hope you do that on Wednesday night, live here on YouTube. So do look out for that. It's going to be really interesting. And you get to see who she is, because I didn't want to tell you guys who she was yet. So we basically need to get that out anyway. That was the most important thing we did. Okay, so that was a new star thing. That was what I was going to tell you anyway, guys. Today, what's today's topic today? I don't really set a topic really for Queensville. Today's just general chat. It's always general chat. It's anything. What I would like to discuss, probably the topic today, which would be interesting, is what would be the next Queen release you'd like to see out on DVD, Blu-ray, box set. What would you like to see come out next? That's what we'll talk about today. But you can talk about anything you want. Talk films, what you've seen this week. Well, how's your week's been anyway? How have you been this week? And how is myself now? I think it's going great. This business is doing brilliant. Finally got sorted out now with everything, and I'm feeling great. Feeling great. So yeah, phone's in charge today. Phone's in charge, which is fine. And as I speak right now, actually, Andy's going to do the guitars for Turning Back and Walking Away, which is an original song by Ian Levine. And I haven't actually had a chance to ask him yet if we can use it yet, because we'd like to use it for the opening of the album. But how the hell I'm going to be able to get in touch with them, I have no idea. Which we should be able to get away with it anyway. We should be alright with this. Okay, so has anybody seen the movie, and what did you guys think of the movie at all overall? Well, my last feelings about it, because Thursday it finished here on Thursday. We only had to run for a week. That was it. And then it's now it's off to cinemas now. It's actually been on DVD and Christmas time released, which is great. USA gets it now. So I hope you guys really enjoyed the film. I did, and I actually did enjoy it a lot. I think Ravi played a perfect part for that film. Me and Jade watched it. We loved it so much. She went to see Skingred last night, and we have got their cover song coming out, Saying It Now. We need to issue that soon. And I think Jade's going to do a video for that as well, a real video for it, not a lyric video. Because we're having a bit of a talk about doing videos now. We're doing a video. We're doing our house actually. She's getting her photo shoot done today as well, which is good. Hopefully, that should be fine. Let's have a look. I haven't seen it yet. I'll just say from our point of view, just go and see the film. It's brilliant. It's good. Right. I'm going to just minimize this a minute. It's fine. Probably speak to Jodie tonight, and she's pretty good. Yes, Mom. I'll go to the cinema on Thursday and see the movie. Just go and see it. If you're in the United States, you'll love it. If there's Americans, young Americans out there who don't understand the movie, well, yeah. I had an actual talk with Gaming Head today, and he's told me apparently that he's getting sick of all these people giving negative reviews about the film. And I said to him, YouTube's a bad place to where they go, but do it, spoil it already. From my point of view, every YouTube review is wrong. Absolutely wrong. They don't have a clue what they're talking about. The only place you can come to is Queensville, because I know everything about the movie. I'll quickly say, if you haven't seen the movie yet, just go and see it. And you will like the film. You will like it. There was a lot of things in there which were done really well. And the lead actors were really good indeed. So just go and see it. So I won't spoil it on here for you guys. Do whatever you do, just don't go on any of the YouTube channels and read their reviews, because I've seen them and they are talking bullshit. So whatever they say on YouTube about this thing about saying that Ravi's fake, there's no fake singing in it. Well, I'm sorry to say, but you've got your ears wrong for some reason. So whoever's wanting to start that, get them off. Delete them all and don't watch them. Just don't watch the reviews, guys, because I've just absolutely been sick of them all together. And I'm thinking, right, we're right with what Gaming Head says. I'm sick of the reviews. I'm sick of it. They don't know what they're talking about. Bullshit. Absolute bullshit. Yeah, James is here. Hey James, good to see you again, mate. New subscriber, he's been here for a week. Gaming Query Skills here. James Watson's here. What else is here? Gaming Head's here as well. Good. Keep your chats coming, guys, today. That says it all. Yes, that's right. Most of the reviews come from non-Queen fans. I totally agree. They don't know what they're talking about in non reviews, so don't even think about it. Gaming Head says, sorry, went the toilet, but now I'm back. I went to the toilet. What's a toilet? Toilet. Toiletty. Whatever it's called. You got a funny feeling it's kind of works that way, isn't it? If you guys got any questions about Alex or Jade or Jodie or anything, ask me. Ask me anything, music-wise, about how did it come together with all this thing anyway. You should ask me these questions, guys, because you should ask me about this. That's what you should really do. What sort of music inspired me to do it and everything else. Because I don't have any questions like that, you see, that have come in. So ask me questions about that, guys, please. I will let you know your feedback. If any of you guys have heard my best days now on YouTube, let me know, guys, in the chat how you think about it. And say, how the hell did you write that? Alright. Yeah. So if anyone wants to know about that song, My Best Days, I will explain. And actually, I'll tell you. I'll tell you how that came around. If you want to really know. We just recorded I think we've recorded probably an amazing album from Alex. We have. Seriously. There's about 12 tracks on the album, 2 bonus tracks on it. There's actually a song I'm having to really go and record again, called Do You Believe in Magic? That was just an idea I had in my mind before. I think we're putting that as a bonus track on the album, actually. Which I really think will work well, actually, for this, anyway. Gaming Ed says, I hate these Queen fans who don't like the movie and say who likes the movie isn't a real fan. That's what I mean. They're just like, the reviewers on YouTube are just completely, utterly, ridiculously insane. When I went to see the film, I just thought that everybody played a good part. The film was absolutely brilliant. Seriously. It was. Gresgo says, are you a member of the Queen official fan club? A friend of mine said that you get all 3 months a magazine. Here's the thing about the American fan club, international fan club. I wouldn't say it's the best now. You don't get a lot of things now. They used to produce a lot of the magazines, but technically, there's not a lot really in it. The fan club is pretty naff, to be honest. Chris actually signed up with the fan club a while back, and he didn't like it. He said it was just terrible. Didn't get anything. He didn't get any badges. Didn't get anything. You just got like a 3-month magazine thing. You're paying like £10 a year for magazines and stuff, but it's not really worth it, to be honest. It's not worth getting this. If you want to read all the magazines, there's a guy on a website. He runs a website, Queen Archives, I think it's called, and he started to put PDFs of all the magazines on there. Just go and read them on there if you need to. One thing I need to tell you guys is our next newsletter gets produced in 2 weeks' time. So please go on the website and look at our newsletter. You will love it. You will love what we've done in that. I'll get my photos taken about a week's time, actually. I'm going to ask Jodie to come and do it for me. But yeah, I was a fan of. I was signed up to it, but it's not worth it really. Nah. So if they had brought something into it, like free pins or free badges or anything, would be good. But it's a waste of time. Waste of time indeed. I did have one experience. When I signed up to the UK thing, it was pretty, yeah, Gaming Head says, being a fan club member hasn't many benefits. I'd rather buy Queen stuff for the money. I do actually agree with that as well. But did you guys see that thing on Tuesday when I live streamed it about the goblets and the Queen thing for £13,000? That's insane. Absolutely insane. £13,000 for that goblets and that Bohemian Rhapsody thing. Who the hell's got the money like that to pay that? I do not know. £13,000. Bloody hell. Yeah, you go to discogs.com, type in Bohemian Rhapsody Blue Edition. Comes up with the engraved things from Japan. Someone in Japan's got a good collection there with all the original stuff. They went to part ways with £14,000 in the bank. Whew, that's a bit much, isn't it? God, you need a big loan for that. Jesus. You go in overdraft, get an overdraft system and go £14,000 please, and go, what's it for? It's for a Queen Bohemian Rhapsody Blue thing. That's like, what? I was like, yeah, it's expensive. But, you know, Gary Taylor will probably get it. Oh, Gary Taylor. Oh, yeah. Gaming says, when Freddie still lived in, when Freddie still lived, the fan club was much better. It was better. 1988 was brilliant. All the hype about the new album coming out and everything, behind the scenes of the album and everything and the stuff, it was fantastic. Even the making of the Miracle album. And I think, if I'm right in thinking, there was some pictures taken in the casino in Montreux privately by Peter Hintz. Dozen pictures of the recording of Innuendo in one of the special letters. And that, if you can ever find that on YouTube, you never find that on Google Images, but you'll find it somewhere anyway. But it's worth seeing that actually. There's making of Innuendo, things like that. And the way it's Freddie stands in the studio with a live atmosphere to it. It's brilliant. It's cool. You even got the unreleased songs of Dog with a Bone. I've got that actually on the vinyl edition of Hot Space, the Hot Space Outtakes album edition. I've got that one. That's pretty good. But that's what I mean. When the fan club was brilliant them years ago, you got free stuff. It's like, you got cassettes, teaser tapes, you know, fan club stuff. Hollywood Records was just at that time, when they got signed to the Disney company, when Jimmy went over to the States and wanted to go and see Michael Eisner in the Disney group, because Hollywood Records was going to say, oh yeah, we'll sign a contract, but what we'll do is we'll let you have control of all of our tapes, and we'll do it over in America and just release them in America first, and the UK will have to just suffer with no bonus tracks and just do it that way for us. Because the Americans apparently get Queen really established over there for what they do for their releases and stuff, for their bonus tracks and everything else. Just that the UK couldn't at the time, because they didn't have the money to do it, because they didn't have any money to do it. Which Brian Wedge was saying to them, well, you've got to go show them our tracks, sorry about that. Well, we'll give you permission to use the lyrics in the books, but please alter the lyrics. What do? You just go and scan them in from the goddamn original things. Please. Stupid. And the fan club message with the Invisible Man would love to see all these fan messages in some kind of box set like the Beatles have done. Well, as soon as the box set does get approved by Universal, we're going to be waiting nearly quite a more time for it. They want to get this Freddie and Mercury. They want to get the Mercury and Bowie demos out first, and the Jackson demos as well, and then that's to be released soon. I don't know about Brian's box set yet. I don't know. Still unknown about it. I don't know what they're doing yet. The Universal at the minute is just going through some. They're going like through some crazy issues of saying we're going to issue one thing first this year. Now we're going to issue the vinyl release of Bohemian Rhapsody. Yeah, that's fine. But yeah, fan messages were really good. You can actually get all the fan messages on YouTube. If you go to Devin Follows channel, if it's still there, he's got all the fan messages on there actually. And even that 60-minute version of BBC Radio 1, the Radio 1 interview with Mike Reid, all uncut. It was well worth seeing that actually. That was the last time Freddie was actually only able to do that on microphone. But it was brilliant. Love that. You know, I love that High on Kim Bassinger thing. Yeah, you can get that on the Champions of the World. If you talk to Gaming Head has that on download. They'll give it to you for free. I love that. Have you seen the prices going up for the Beam House 12 single from Record Store Day? I have. Completely insane. It was only $7.99 when it came out on Torrent single in HMV. Why the hell they bumping the price up to £30? What for? It's not. There's no point doing that. There's just no point. It was only just like it was only released like $10.99 in the shops. And then they bumped the price of £30. It's like, what for? It's not collectible. It's not actually a collectible anyway. Or 180 gram vinyl and a heavy duty thing on it, with a Spanish thing, obviously replicating the thing. It's just you waste of time. You could buy for just £5 on Discogs. Just buy it there. Shipping free. P&P UK shipping free. Useless. The thing about it is if they only bring if in the future, I mean, that's only like 3 years old. That, I mean, it's not really that. It's not actually that old anyway. The Discogs want to probably go, oh, hey, we'll bump the price up and we'll just put the price up there and everything. I'm thinking, well, what's the point of that? You ridiculous. It's mad. No. Queries Girl says, I still have a Queen German 4-hour documentary. Yeah, you told me about that before. You did, and I think that might also have the Paul Rogers thing on it as well, which I have found on YouTube, but it's cut to shit. Not the full version of it. It's a shame. So you got part 2 of it on. It's not part 1. Was part 1? We can't put part 1 on. No, we can't do that. Not allowed to do that. So do them. You know, madness. It says because owing it while the movie comes out makes you cooler than without. Is it? It's true. I want something of a Queen thing would be really interesting. You know, sort of how would it be that way? You never know, do you? I'm shortly in the kitchen. I'm back soon. Okay. Fine. Yeah. It's been Halloween this week. Wednesday was Halloween night. Hope you guys had a good Halloween over in America. I heard it was really bloody busy. The UK, ours was alright. Ours was okay. Let's have a look. The Torrance version of Being Rhapsody is included in a Night at the Opera Super Deluxe Edition. Yes. I saw it for €60 new. That's the box set itself. That Super Deluxe box set is beautiful. Oh, it's Night at the Odeon. Oh, Night at the Odeon. No. Audio version's okay, but it's not complete though. It's cut to shit. Audio's cut to shit. There's nothing on it. It's just cut to shit. It's just badly edited, badly mixed. And it's like they won't even put on the very beginning the total grey whistle test on it as well. So you think you'd have to go and find there's a good bootleg of it from the TV version that it's got all the good stuff in it. Fair enough. That Now I'm Here was good though. I actually added that to that anyway, and that was the best quality I've ever heard in my life. Brilliant. Well worth seeing that. The whole box. Well, remember that was about €80-90. Bloody hell. Ooh. Yeah. Best box set ever released was the Rainbow, the glorious Rainbow, the blue edition of the Rainbow. That is seriously got to be my favourite thing I would love to have. That's what I'd love to have. The Rainbow box set with the DVD and the Blu-ray. I actually downloaded the Blu-ray, and I actually like the support band in the very beginning, the Blu-ray version of it. I think they played first before the Queen played live on the stage, but that goddamn Rainbow was just brilliant. How they restored it all, no cuts, no edits, no mixing, raw sound, enhanced sound in it. Very impressed. Very impressed. I have the Rainbow box as well. I love it. I got it for €60. Mark bought his in HMV for £70. Not bad. Without the sash. Didn't come with a sash though for it. It just came with a thing. It wasn't the replicated sash on it. That cost £90 for even including that for £90. Expensive. Ridiculous. My long-awaited breakthrough Torrent single recently arrived safely. Good stuff, my man. Nice one. That Torrent single of Breakthrough is brilliant. I love that mix better than the album version. In fact, the 12 single of Breakthrough, that should have been included on the bonus CD of the Miracle album, but no. That's what I was really pissed off with those bonus CDs. Because Gaming Head's getting the American box set of the things, but he says it's a bit naff to put loads of they're not putting any True 12 singles or anything on it, and I says, I know, it's a bit naff, isn't it? They're not even included. It's a Hard Life 12 single. They haven't included Rainbow Angel Gargoyle's 12 single. It's kind of just naff, really, to put the 12 singles please out. They might bring them out anyway. You never know. Or as a box set. Like Torrance version of Headlong. I love it as well. Headlong Torrance single version is brilliant. It's well impressed with it. It's actually it's got an extra bit in the song which is doo 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 with his brown guitar. He says I already have it, thanks anyway. Headlong was one of the best tracks of Innuendo. It is. It's one of the best last songs. And in fact it's a continuation from Now I'm Here. That has got the same riff as Now I'm Here in it to make it more faster and harder, and that's what I have to call as Brian's amazing song. It's brilliant. It actually sounds similar to My Best Days because when how My Best Days came around was interesting. It started off with a slower tempo for us, like a slower sort of piano thing for us. Played it with Jodie live on her Instagram. And I just thought I wasn't impressed with it, and so I decided to scrap that version. And I remember listening to Takara and a song called Passions of the Heart, and I loved that song a lot. It's brilliant. And I went, maybe we could do something like that, and like not that sort of the same song, but kind of replicate, do a bit of an interpretation of it. So that's how that's come around, that one. And I wanted the Brian May guitars in it and stuff because I wanted to tell Mac in the studio when I was sitting with him, can we do the Brian May thing on it? And he did. Fantastic. I'm going to get a lot of good reception for that song. Wait till Drown Down the Road Again comes out though. I like that one. Especially the version I'm doing at the minute, which is just so good. A lot of guitars in it. And you'll get to hear the YouTube version of that. The album version's getting mixed right now, actually, which I'll be doing today. That's going good. Innuendo is the Bohemian Rhapsody in the 90s. It is. Innuendo 12 single version is a load of crap. I wouldn't bother with it. It's only the ending that's kind of just got a longer ending on it. There's no point. It's the same album. It's the same mix anyway. It's just got a longer outro in it. So there's no point. I Can't Live With You is even a good song too. My dad loves that song to bits. My dad always keeps saying, who is that Queen? I says, that Queen? He says, yeah. He says, this is the best song they've ever done. And he plays it every single time. He plays the retake of it. The retake version they did was well better. The original album version was too light. Just like a bit going, so good. And that's what I kind of was going for, that feel as well. With that My Best Days was doing a bit of that Brian May thing on it and stuff. But in a minute, I'm really happy with My Best Days. I can't stop playing that fucking track. It's so brilliant. When you have personal moments like yesterday, when Alex was in here yesterday, we did the song Fallen. I had to rewrite it on the day. Crying my eyes out so much. Emotional, that song. So actually I think it was best if we did record that actually with the vocals and just give it to her, because she's got a bit upset with that song today. Made her really she said, please don't issue that. I said no. So we're not going to issue Fallen. And I think it's a good idea not to do that, really. That's a personal song, so we'll keep it off. But maybe one day, if whatever happens on it, we'll see what happens anyway. It's good. Let's see. Do you like the Miracle album? I had this question last week, actually. Yeah, I do. Miracle album, I would say, is one of their most pretty good albums, actually. Very good. Well, it's kind of like electronic, but more, not more rock in it for some reason. And which song do you like most off the Miracle album? Good question. I'd say probably Breakthrough. Breakthrough. Like, thanks, Tam Niven. Yes, there they go, BB girl. Yeah, Friday. It's Monday. It's come to yeah, Monday. We have Monday, as you all know, guys. Monday it is bonfire night on Monday, so be careful out there with your things. I feel like I've damaged my ears, my eyes. What is that, man? That's my brow. What if that was up yesterday when I was doing that silly makeup job? Weird. Yep. I would say, Breakthrough. Cream Rocks and Vinyl is expensive too, otherwise I would buy it. Gaming Head. Go on Discogs. Look at the price on Discogs for Cream Rocks and Vinyl. I think you'd be pretty impressed with the price on it. Someone was selling it for €35, I think it was, which is bloody cheap. And that's for the Crest version, not the Angels version. It's the Crest version, which is well worth seeing. Did you know the unedited songs for Innuendo were on the B-sides of the singles from the album? The Hitman is longer on the single I'm Going Slightly Mad. Yes, I did. They were also issued on the CD, original CD, Greatest Hits 2 CD, which Dave Richards edited on the CD. And they're the same ones that we had. I wasn't impressed with the mad mix of Slightly Mad. That was just weird. Nah, I didn't like that one. But the rest of them, yeah, the rest of them were fine. As B-sides than the album version of the original vinyl release from 1991. Yes, actually the original album release was edited very, very badly when it originally came out in 1981. With the reissue that's come out now, they reissued it in as a double vinyl set by the time, and the same with 2 vinyls for Made in Heaven as well. The new Made in Heaven, by the way, vinyl release is incredible. You need to buy that. Just put that in a frame and just bring it out. And so the reprints absolutely much better. The sound quality on the reissue is well harder, much harder on it. A bit more crunch to it as well, which is good. And Brian's guitar is improved a lot better, especially on Made in Heaven, the song. The guitar on that is just way impressed. Very heavy album. Good album, actually. It's worth buying the singles collection volumes. Yeah, 1, 2, and 3, and 4. The only thing about the singles collection volumes is I'm not trying to replicate the original CD singles, but to be honest with you, when you get to volume 4, it's not. They haven't in volume 4. They didn't include the 5 Live EP. Now I have no idea why. It just didn't issue it. They should have issued that, really, and that would be nice for it. Aquarius says that's something that I was trying to ask myself. What's the meaning of the word album or jazz? Well, it came actually from an idea from Roger Taylor. I have actually got the album down here. So the artwork is based on this artwork here. You actually do it this way, that, right? The artwork is based on a let me get this hide it. Artwork's based on a speaker with it going through to the void and making it like sort of stand out as a hot space thing of it, and make it more like three-dimensional and away from it. So Roger took out with the jazz thing and he just wanted to just put it on like just wanted to, like an explosion to the explosion of wave sounds, changing a wave sounds in a way. That's the idea for it. If you look at it very carefully, actually, you can tell it's like kind of like it's the way it goes, explosion. And the B side, it's just the same really. But yeah, this is probably one of their most, probably one of their mediocre albums actually. And it was about time it got reissued in 2011 because the Sound Quality in 1994. I could just take that and put paint over it and just crush it to hell. Because that 94 issue is bloody awful. Tape hits all over it. But this one, brilliant. Sound quality on that is good. That's actually the American Sterling sound print from George Marino on this as well. And it's really good. And yeah, George Marino mastered most of the original Queen albums in '77. And he was a good guy. He was a really good guy. Sadly, he passed away 3 years ago. And he was one of the best masterings in the world. He knew what sound quality was like. He also did the album of the Works album. He did the mastering of Jazz. Did the mastering of Queen, Live Killers. And so yeah, that's cool. James says, I'd say no, there's so much stuff missing. There's lots of Queen stuff missing really from these days. Rather go for the original CD singles. I would as well actually, because that would be better to collect them. Discogs is cheaper to go and buy them actually for only £1. Just go and buy them. It's so cheap, and it's so cheap on Discogs. There's actually a sale going to happen in Christmas. Look out for the sale in Christmas time. That's coming up soon. James says, especially looking at later 80s stuff. Yeah, that's one thing. Actually, speaking of 80s, we've recorded, if you guys remember the Raccoons song, Run With Us, we did that yesterday, and I just hope we can get it out. I hope we can release it on YouTube without a copyright issue. I just hope we can. Because if we can't bring it out, well, it's going to be a fucking pain in the ass to do. But we'll see anyway. We'll see. Especially what is this gaming head says, I couldn't find the LP of Queen Rocks for a cheap price on Discogs at least €100. Let me have a look, and then we'll do the comments page in a minute. I'm going to Discogs and see where. And if you go, and actually, Gaming Head, if you could do me a favour, do me one favour, go to my label and ST Entertainment Limited, and post my link to purchase the albums this year for that, and spread it around, mate. See what you can do. There we are. The one on Discogs, oh my, oh yes, it's called £608. That's the Crest edition. As for the, what else is there? LP version, 2LP version. This is the first edition, I think it is. Yeah, the first edition, £100. Very expensive, very expensive. But that's somebody wanting some money for what they want to do for it. It's actually well worth getting. Queen Rocks is brilliant. It's one of the heaviest compilations ever on there, which is cool, which is good. If you guys are interested in buying Jade's album and Alex's album, head over to discogs.com, type in ST Entertainment Limited, or the links on this page here for all the releases, and purchase. And we'll send you out the CD of Jade's Secret Voice, because it's been the most popular album ever. Alex's album is going to be fucking great when it comes out. I love Alex's album coming out 2 weeks' time. He finished it now. It's going to be brilliant. And this one's more AOR rock on it. So if Gaming had liked Breakdown and the other songs on there, I went back to using a more, want to go back to the rock feel again of that. But if you don't like goth music, Jade's album, Secret Voice, it's sorry, Secret Voice, Gothic Songbook, Volume 1. It's, if you like goth music, you like the sort of dark side of music side of it, just listen to it and you get a feel of what it's about. I've had a lot of people asking about the Deliverance song, and I didn't write it. It was originally by people like us, and there's a lot of people loving that. Actually, the Goths love that song a lot. So dark and intense and everything. Chris will like it. Chris will like it a lot. And even with Chris liking all these releases at the minute with Secret Voice, everything else, especially Break Me, which we can't wait to get out. That's going to be brilliant when it comes out. We get to film that in January now, and hopefully we should be getting that sorted out for the day at least. It means I'll go to Jade's house for the day. Going to do the shoot on the day as well. Burn's going to be another thing we're going to try and sort out later as well. Break Me's the one we're going to film. So we'll see how that goes. So if you want to interested in any of the releases from SE Entertainment Limited, head over to discogs.com and just type in, the easiest option to do is type in Jade Secret Voice and purchase it. And we won't be able to sign copies out because the signed copies we're not doing anymore, but we can produce them if you want, you guys. Buy it. Buy Alexa's album, it comes out. Okay, good. Really do get it. James says, I'd like to see new vinyl releases of the live albums. They have been done in Italy this year, Bern, Montreal and Wembley. Yeah, Wembley's never ever been remastered yet. It's actually it was reissued. It did come out on vinyl many years ago, but EMI limitedly put it out for like 150 copies, I think there were. But the vinyl release was out, but it was withdrawn. The it was like deleted for many years. For the Rock one, for the reissue of the Rock Live Killers one, definitely need to get that out again. And I need to get a hold of the couple more good albums to come out ready for it. Wembley one you can still get, right? Yeah, if you like that sort of like that Wembley one, go to the Roger Taylor remix of Wembley. It's brilliant. Let's see. But that could be possibly in the Italy ones are great. The DX Stevie stuff, you can buy the whole lot now on. You can buy it for €300 for the complete set on Discogs. And you can get the whole set for £300. So someone's selling it on Discogs for a good price. If I can do a favour for you, just send a message on Facebook. Fortunately, I don't like gothic music. It's alright. You know, yeah. People will probably realise we went in a new direction for Jade to do. We had to really because we wanted to do it. This is like we're going to bring out 2 volumes of this thing. The second volume is going to be more. Don't know. I'll stop work on it, which we're going to work on anyway. It's just the reason she wanted this one out was to. She's bringing out a song called "Saying It Now" by Skingred, and that comes out next week. We haven't finished it yet. Well, we have actually finished the track, but we haven't got a video done for it yet. So we're. She's going to work. I think we could be doing like a video of her singing it. Probably in here. So we do a whole video of that, which would be good. And we can try and figure that out anyway, what we can do. So so we might be doing that Wednesday. Don't know yet. Maybe. I'll give her music a chance. Oh, seriously, you don't. No, that's fine. As I say, there's different tastes. The rock stuff. We're getting back to the rock stuff now. It's just that we wanted to get this project out because Keep Moving's brilliant, and so does that. But like I say, that's Jade's thingy, and I love all sorts of stuff. I mean, I love my 80s with rock, my classic rock, AOR, gothic music, alternative music. I don't like chart stuff though. Forget that idea. because it doesn't make me feel good. It's just all the crap. As I was told Alexi today, just said, yeah, I don't like it. I like the Gothic side of it though. So she'll probably buy a copy of the Gothic album as well. But the Gothic, she's got deep ranges in her voice. Next one she's bringing out is a heavy album. She's going back to rock stuff this year, so she's going back to heavy rock next year with the Hailstorm album. And we got a couple more projects in line up for her next year anyway. So she will be releasing a load more stuff, including an original album of her own original material, and she will be producing it herself because I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it this year. I've only got 4 I've done already, and what have I done this year? I've done Secret Voice, Gothic Songbook, Alex's album, Dead Inside, which is now going to be next year, and then I've got Hailstorm album, but that's actually a 3-way production on that one because Andy, me, and Jade are going to do it together. I think that's it really. Yeah. There's actually a song I want to bring out called I Want It Back, which Alicia wrote, and it might come out. Don't know. If you want to hear some samples of Secret Voice, by the way, there is a SoundCloud link as well on the page. Not on Queensville, but on the ST page. You can go and have a look in there, and you can have a look and see the 4 tracks we uploaded on there. Because we're not putting all of it out. No. No, just because you can choose. There's no point like download of YouTube and going that. And I'll be thinking, why did you not release the title track for? Yeah, I just couldn't. You can't do that. You can't release the title track for us. That's just something that people just want to hear again and again and again and again. It's, you know. But wait till Drive Down the Road Again comes out. That's the next one bringing out anyway. Because I can tell you right now that I think My Best Taste is becoming a bit of a fucking hit, that song. And that's cool. If you want, you can give me a mod rank in this chat so I can post links to your music, for example. Yeah, that'll be good. I will make you a moderator. Gaming Head is our moderator for a channel. There he is. You can now start posting stuff into the chat room, guys, if you want to bring it out. I actually would have made Gaming Head a moderator anyway for giving his great knowledge and stuff as well for that. So anything else that comes to me, he can approve it, and then he can just go, that's all right, never mind. I'm very easy enough to do that. Right, okay, it's coming to 4:25. So I'm here on Queensville. We're here on Saturdays 4 till 6, and Tuesdays from 6 till 8. And I've got 4 days off. Yes! I've got 4 days off next week. Yes, I have. Until Thursday and Wednesday. So I've got 4 days off. Tomorrow I'm having my first ever lie in the bed tomorrow because I'm tired. You know, productions is too much. Yeah. Yes, I make you a mod. If you want to, if you want to do me a favour, mate, if you want to send the link over from Discogs and a link from the ST page to Jade's link, post it into the chat room and listen to it tonight. Yeah, that's what would be good. Oh, by the way, I'd like to also thank Gaming Head for designing our new Queen banner, by the way, and I'm really impressed with it. I haven't done it on the Facebook page as yet. I just haven't had time, which I'll get around to it later on. But if you are interested in propping up stuff for us, we can. We're actually looking for actually Jade could probably have it, couldn't she? Maybe. You need a shave, Tez. I know. It's getting a bit long, isn't it? I'll do it after the stream's over. Just do it. Just a short little thing. Yeah. But yeah, as I said, I've had a ball this week. This week's been great. Made a thumbnail for the stream as well. Yeah, I know you have. And I have to change this thumbnail down here. Let's do that as well. But I love the new Queensville logo. I love it. It's good. So other things going on. We've got a couple of videos coming out next week. We've got four videos coming out next week. Jade's, we're filming. I think we're going to do number 9 as a video, and I think we're starting to do that. And I hope to God she's done a photo shoot today. I hope she has. Hope so. James says, Tez, you mentioned the Highlander movie last time. Is the soundtrack finally coming out next year? Well, this is what's happening with it next year. Next year, it's getting another release. It's getting another DVD release of it. The Blu-ray version that came out originally, the Immortal Edition from the American print, didn't include the Queen songs. Finally, a UK distributor is thinking of reissuing it with all of the songs, the videos, Prince of the Universe, Queen videos, interview with Brian and Roger about the Highlander project, an interview with lead actor Christopher, what's his name? Christopher Lambert in English, thank God, and director Russell Mackay on the making of the film. And for the soundtrack side of it, it is possible that it used to be what's his name? It used to be Hollywood Records were going to issue the original soundtrack, but they bowed out of it and they couldn't do it. But now, if Universal gets their arse in gear and decide to release the soundtrack for definite reasons, Roger and Brian will actually go into it, and they will, because they're allowed. They've got the rights to the songs anyway. They will bring out the Highlander soundtrack next year, and if it goes ahead next year, it will. Highlander gets a new reissue in Germany in December. I know it does. I know it does, and I think it's going to be crap. We need a brand new European release of that coming out, because I don't know who wants the rights now to the film. It was Canal Plus, but Canal Plus can go to hell. European release was just terrible when it came out. It needs to have a proper DVD release with all the Queen songs, Kind of Magic on the very bottom of the thing, brand new things on it, Highlander soundtrack, and you know, it needs to be done. So that's what I definitely think they should do. Is, and even if what's his name, Universal does release it, well, that'll be great. About time. If it doesn't include anything from Queen, it will be crap. It will better include songs from Queen. Bonus disc, 3 original Queen songs from One Year of Love. Them other ones, if it ever gets out. Maybe we will see the song New York by Frank Sinatra, some uncut someday. Yes. There's actually a version kicking around on YouTube, but it's not full. Yeah. I think Freddie's version of New York, stop thinking on me. New York, you're just that one step far away. Love that song. That was actually written about Walter Yetnikov, who was his boss at the time, because he says, you gave me a chance to, I wrote this song and I can't get over the fact that you gave me passion to do it for that. Let's have a look. I mean, the movie has already been released on Blu-ray. Hey, is it? Oh, Highlander, yep. But if they are re-releasing the movie without the soundtrack again, and then with the soundtrack next year, what's the point buying it this year? And that's what made me understand it. It's just the rights issues. It's just trying to get the right issues with Brian and Roger involved. No, what they should really do is go to EMI and they should say, Universal Music should say, why can't you guys just take over it and bring it out? Please do. They just can't be bothered. Just sit there and go. They go in the room. They sit in the room with the director's room and go, Highlander soundtrack. yeah, but the thing is, we'll have issues with your songs. Matt Cayman's not with us anymore. It's like, what? All you got to do is just ring them, Panzer and Davis, because Panzer and Davis owned the movie. Them two producers were brilliant. Panzer and Davis continued actually the whole legacy of that album, the thing he's on it. But so the second soundtrack album, the second Highlander movie wasn't good because Russell didn't direct it. The third one was after that, his legacy went downhill. Very enough to brought back Sean Connery to come and do it, but nah, terrible. Love this song. Heard it for the first time when I bought the solo collection. I do as well. It's one of Freddie's good things. It's all recorded in Munich. Solo collection should be re-released. Yes, actually, James, if you didn't hear what I heard the past couple of streams ago, the Freddie Mercury solo box set is getting reissued, but not as the big set, not as the Freddie Mercury book. It's a condensed version. It's a long form book version about that high, and the pictures are all going to be that small. It's going to be condensed for cheap only. And I think it should be about 40 quid to buy. To do that, yeah, but there's supposed to be a condensed version of the art of that thing. What's the point of that? Useless. They've done it with that Elvis box set as well. I mean, the Elvis ones came out on RCA. Remember the big box sets that came up before? But what they did was they got the original box sets, then they went just basically condensed it right down to about that's yay high, because you could just read everything in it. Didn't include the stamps. Stupid. Will it include the demos, instrumentals? Yes, it will. Yes, from the box set up here. That box set there, that's got no light. Yes, that is the same one. This is the same one that'll be out on that. And the Untold Story documentary on DVD. Yes, they're going to actually not put that version of the Untold Story in. They're going to put the uncut version of the Untold Story into it, because they feel like it's time to bring the full-length version of it out. They are including also the Freddie Mercury, well, you've probably seen it on my channel, is the Freddie Mercury slideshow, which is to be in DVD format without that stupid, what was it? What did they use on that? QuickTime. QuickTime's just useless. They're finally going to get on DVD interactive. Yes. All HD as well. About time. Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be good. So I think it'll be worth for the price. I think 50 quid at least for it. Definitely bring it out. That's the plans we're going to bring it out anyway. Whether it'll be out this year, next year, I don't know. But that's a plan to reissue it as well. But you never know. We'll see. Gaming Ahead says it's disappointing that Mr. Bad Guy got its last remaster in 2000. I know. It's about time they should have really reshaped the whole album out, but they can't. The reason being is they don't want to do it because it's the fact that well, actually, EMI doesn't. Universal doesn't own actually the rights to the album anymore. It's actually owned by it's owned by Mighty Take Music in Japan. Owns it now. They don't have any control over it this time. I don't even know if they're going to be able to do that because as a single DVD release, it might work. I don't know. Possibly. Could do. Do Mr. Bad Guy with an orchestra. Yeah. Well, they have. They have on the CD. Have on their version of it. Yeah, actually, that could be a good idea. Strip all the vocals back and do a like they did with the Elvis ones, with Priscilla Presley coming in as executive producer and Don, who's still alive actually. Don, what's his name? With Priscilla Presley saying, "You must do it this way," because she was sitting there in the control room, right? And she was thinking, "Oh, let's bring up these things and stuff." And actually, the two Elvis ones from the Royal Philharmonic Orchestra are really good, really good. It does sound better with the orchestra. That I mean, Burning Love did have an orchestra on it, but that new version of Burning Love with with the Philharmonic Orchestra with when they stripped out all the vocals, all of it off, and put his thing on it. It did work much better. I do actually like that. Let's have a look. I'm glad I have the vinyl from 85. 85 version is good. 12 singles. I suggest the Bad Home 12 single collection of Freddie Mercury as well. Time is best. Anyway, if anybody wants a chance, here's the thing: Universal, Time, Dave Clark, remastered, reissued, all the singles, instrumentals, 12 singles, everything. Bring it out again. Time's not been released for years. Needs to be out. What's your opinion about the retake of Barcelona in 2012? Yeah, I have it actually on download. This is the thing about Planet Mixes here. This is the thing about the retake of Barcelona. Game in your head, right? I think it's actually very good how they did it. The instrumental versions of it with the orchestra is amazing. The retake they did was really good with a proper orchestra in it. I think Lee Japanese is brilliant. Gordon Boy's fabulous. And the original album, when you get the original album as well, I really think that retake was better because they enhanced the voice much better. And Jim Beach's request, he said, take all the vocals off. No, take all the backing off from Mike Moran. There's all Mike Moran playing all of it anyway, and just let him just have the vocals on with Freddie's piano on it, and do it that way. And he did. And I actually have to say that I do like it. That was well impressed. 3 CD set is well worth it, including the documentary as well. Get like a mini documentary about it, but it's taken from that Grip Pretender DVD. But it's good. It's good. I think another album you should get, which unfortunately is no longer available to purchase, but you can get on Discogs, is the Queen Symphony. The DVD and the CD release is phenomenal. Unfortunately, the DVD is longer. For the CD release, it is not long on it. Tolga Kashif is his name. That is wonderful. DVD version as well. We're seeing it at the very end because it's emotional at the end of it. But it tells a story though. The whole music, classical music, tells a story about his passage of that, and it gets to you a lot. It's 2 hours long, but well, we're seeing it. So try it for a night. It's really, really good. In fact, I think it's on YouTube. I don't think the concert's on YouTube though, but I think the making of it's on YouTube, but not the concert. Let's see. You can even get the Time soundtrack for vinyl for €4, I know, in good condition. Well worth getting it as well. Time's good. James says, I'm way used to listen to the original version of it with the sense that the new version does give me the same feeling. Good production, no, it just doesn't do it for me. And here's the thing. Don't think of it as, don't listen to the rework as, say, like engineer, like I am. Don't listen to it like, what's the word I'm looking for? Don't listen to it like it's bland. Listen to it as it's how you'd feel about it. See if you get a chance to hear it on YouTube. I know there's terrible versions out there which are qualities are crap. Listen to it on Spotify, Barcelona, then play the original version of Barcelona, and then you'll realise, now I know why. So do try that way. Listen to 2 versions of Spotify. Try the first one, then try the second one, and do that. Yeah. You may listen to it as, this is the version Freddie would have wanted. Yes. So try it out. Try it on Spotify. It'll work. Tell you it'll work. It'll work. Put it playlist. And you'll go, it does. And it does for me because it plays out good. Plant Mixer. What songs from Hot Space fit for a bar to you, Tez? Back chat. Stay in Power. What else? Stay in Power. Action This Day. That should be on a Rod Taylor solo album. That. Cool Cat. Yeah. It's a mixed album, that one. Do you like Las Palabras de Amor? I love that song to bits. I think that's Queen's most amazing genius song. It's actually written for it was written for the Mexican tour. Never performed live. That song's never been performed live, ever. I love that song to bits. I like the alternative version of it from Brian May. I just love that song a lot. It's actually funny, but I was listening to the concert the other day, the Freddie Mercury concert on the. I've got the original broadcast of it from the radio, and I listened to the fault they had with the track when they started with the rhythm guitar on it. And Brian, obviously, there's an edit on that, and the guitar on that apparently cuts off because apparently Roger came in too late on the beginning of the song. I think he got like a bit well done on that track. I think the live version on the Freddie Mercury concert is one of the most amazing ever performances from Zucchero that's ever been performed. Couldn't have got a brilliant guy to do that. Well impressed. Couldn't speak English though, but he's good friends with Paul Young. And remember the song they did called what's that 90s song called again? Without a Woman. Which, to God, I wish. Why was it never issued on his best greatest hits album? Stupid Sony Entertainment idiots. I do like Paul Young, by the way. I love his 80s career. The movie budget is 50 to 55 million to be made. Jesus Christ, that's good. And so far, it's made 12.5 million. But that's in the UK. That's a bit low, actually, for that. Americans will probably make more money in there because Americans will go like 150 million at least. But the break even for it, I suppose, is not bad. He made another good song called Il Volo. Yes, I remember that one. I do. I think that's kind of really that's the thing they did for that. Didn't do it just for it. You know that Brian and Anita duet To Let Me In Your Heart Again. Yes, I know about that. Actually, it's on her duet. It's on her album. Actually, they didn't call it that. They called it Let Me In. Wasn't called it Let Me In Your Heart Again. It was actually called Let Me In. And I have heard the Anita version of that. No, I'm not really. To be honest, it's not really that good. It's not really that good at all. It's only on the Taught and Love album. Yeah. Stay away from it. And stay away from the Anita album as well, please, Brian. That's enough. Stupid. If it makes over 150 million, I'll be glad. It probably will actually. The standard thing, yeah. Legitimate thing, possible. You never know. Let me in your heart. Let me live. Let me in your heart. Let me live. Let me in your heart again. Let me live and let me entertain you. Yeah. Let me. 3 let me's, is it? Yeah, from that. One question who asked about the Victory song, by the way, by Michael Jackson and Freddie Mercury. Yeah, if you go on to YouTube, type in Victory, by Freddie Mercury, the first link that comes up is one of the best qualities ever. It's brilliant. And I've heard the Victory song and I think it's great. But why did they never ever issue it on Michael Jackson's Freddie's bit? Would have been good. But listen to Victory. State of Shock's a bit naff, but Victory's good. Let's have a look. You mentioned you don't like Man-Made Paradise. Why is that? I never said I didn't like it. I don't know. Man-Made Paradise. I didn't say anything about that song. I do like it, actually. And there's nothing wrong with that song at all. It's probably the fact that it might be something that probably might have been another song from Mercury's side of it, but from that one, Man-Made Paradise, no, I like it. I asked you a long time ago and you said you hate it. Did I? When was this? Don't remember. I think the guitars are good in it. I think what might have been was, it might have been the fact that it's just, I don't know. I've got no idea. I've got no idea why I hate that song. I have no idea. Might have been a while back, but I don't know. Well, no answer for that, really. You were speaking about probably like what songs do you don't like of Mercury's solo songs of his album? Yeah, one song I don't like is Fooling Around. I don't like that song at all. It just doesn't work. What's your favourite song from Mr. Bad Guy? Good question. There's two actually I like. I'll have to say two. But favourite song from Mr. Bad Guy, it has to be Made in Heaven. Without a doubt. His version of Made in Heaven is brilliant. And the video was good as well, isn't it? One of his best videos ever done for that. But worst song from Mr. Bad Guy, it's not Man-Made Paradise. I think it's just Fooling Around. I don't like Fooling Around. Because Mercury plays all the synths on it. I don't like it. Ben Hardy, who plays Roger Taylor, states White Queens Began is his favourite Queen track, and the movie has 35 songs to be compiled. It did. Let's have a look. I wonder if Paul McCartney planned to record the song Once Upon a Long Ago with Freddie after he appeared in the documentary Magic Years. It might have been. I do love Once Upon a Long Ago, actually. Nigel Kennedy's actually on the violin, and I would have to say that Paul McCartney's very clever. It's one of his most clever songs that's never been issued on an album, only as a single, and one of the greatest hits of all, the best. But you talk about Paul McCartney, I will talk about Paul McCartney in a minute. I like the re-edit of Let's Turn It On from the Freddie Mercury album. Yeah, no, I prefer it on I prefer the remix actually on I actually prefer the remix on the Grip Tender album. Paul McCartney, have any of you guys seen his recent video he's done? The man is Asian, really freaking Asian, alright, isn't he? He's doing well though for his age. He really is doing so well. I was amazed how that guy is still to this day the most brilliant rock and roll artist, who's bloody fantastic. And I've just seen a couple of his videos. I haven't seen that new song that he released. He couldn't do the video obviously, but he was asking people over the net, he said, "Internet people, I have a cost for you. Would you like to be part of the new film we're doing for this? And it was brilliant how he did that. It's good. He says, we'll pay you guys all this money and we'll do the video for free. And yeah, his live thing he did at his recent live thing he did at Central Station. Was it Central Station he did it at? That was brilliant. It was a full 2-hour concert he played of all of his greatest hits. I was well impressed. I like the song "Friends to Go" that he did on the Chaos in the Backyard album with Nigel Godrich, and that song is really good. Been waiting for the other side. Sounds really George on that. I always keep saying the Beatles were the best writers in the world. Maybe that's where I get my inspirations from. Beatles songs. I know it's been hard. I know it'll be hard as there is no recorded live version of I Want It All. But if there was, do you think it would have worked in the movie? Yes, it would have. I know it's a shame they never got to do it live for the show and stuff, but it would have worked for the movie. It's one of Brian's brilliant ever songs. That I think Brian has got more of a hard rock sound, and Freddie's got more of the quality sound. Roger's got more of that aggressive sound, and John's more of the cool dude. Absolutely brilliant. Let's have a look. Lie down, Devin. Lie down. Lie down. Lie down. Lie down. What's the matter? Your bangs. Your bangs, Devin. Go in your bed. Go in your bed. Devin's just playing around. She's having a moment today. He's giving away all the bangs and stuff because there's always fireworks nights coming up as well. So it's going to be pretty intense around here. My dog's not going to calm down a lot. I would say my favourite song is Your Kind of Lover. But hard question. Your Kind of Lover is pretty good. I like that actually because I like the way he does it with the operatic thing on it. You say you're leaving me. Demo version's better. He played From Me to You for the first time live after 5 years, believe it or not. I know he did. There's anything that you want. We're about, as I said, me and Alex are going to record a song called Do You Believe in Magic from A Loving Spoonful. And I've heard it many times on the 60s radio station, and I went, we have got to cover that song because Alex's range is, as I say, we believe in magic. She just can sing really high. And we're doing that song for Jodie actually. She doesn't know yet. That'd be cool. Let's have a look. I've got the Halloween party today. Tess will be staying. I'll be staying for a bit, mate. 20 or 30 minutes. I'm going to be going. Well, as I said, after my 2 hours is up, we're only here for another half an hour. 5:45 we'll be finishing. So yeah, Halloween parties today. My Halloween party was last night at the shack. I got dressed up in a uniform thing last night. Actually, the picture's on my phone, and it was good. It was good. Let's have a look. I just need the Barcelona LP, and my Freddie Mercury Soul collection is complete. Nice one. Well, here's the thing about the Barcelona EP, right? You've got to be careful of something here. Don't get the second edition. Get the first edition. The first edition, the embossed version, the white edition, is the original one. The second edition that was reissued in 1992 is the one with the Barcelona thing on it, Barcelona video shoot on it. Try and get the original white edition. The white edition is the best one ever because actually the white edition from '88 is embossed and it's beautiful. That's the best one to buy. Reissues, nah. Get the original version of it first. White edition, LP vinyl edition, brand new, good quality, good condition. And I think also the songs are a bit longer on that album as well with it. And why do you, and somebody was asking me the other week about why is it the Freddie, why was it he was signed to Polydor for? It wasn't him. It was actually the fact that it was Montserrat was actually signed on the label in her native town of Brazil, and she decided that Freddie will have to sign on this contract temporary until, because EMI was really busy at the time, and they couldn't have him on. They couldn't have him on the EMI label what Queen was signed to, because it was just going to be, because they thought it was, EMI was thinking Queen's on the label, Freddie should not be signed on this label, he should sign to another company. So Jim had to do the stupid business in the UK. Mike Moran apparently had some arrangement with Polydor at the time, and he said, I think we might have to sign him on Polydor because we don't want to have this injunction with it. But after Polydor went bust, they got the rights back to all the songs. So can't go wrong with that, can you? That's cool. I forgot the Trum's version of Sequel's Hot and Cold is brilliant. The Trump single version has got Brian May on that, and it's actually one of the best extended versions ever on that. It's brilliant. First issues are always great because they don't have any issues. The first issues are good because you don't have the longer on them. Tom says, I found country music is boring folk music. I'm right. Am I right? You can't stand country music, can you? Yes. I am not a. There's certain things about country music I just don't like, and I think it's probably the fact that when I'm kind of listen to something that I do like to have, it doesn't gel with me. I mean, it was an auditionee that there was an MP3 I received this week from an auditionee, and she sent me a demo of her singing. The song was just terrible, really bad. Actually, have I still got it? Actually, on my drive. I'm gonna have to play it to you guys because this is awful. This is. See what you think of this anyway. Let me see. Now let's have a look. Let's see. Go back to where's the song called again? No, it's not here. Now I'm going to go back to the other one. Let me find this this MP3 and I'll play this to you, right, guys? And I'll tell you, you'll just go hands down. This crap is. I need to find it. I should actually send this to Jade. I should have sent it to her because she hates it as well. I think she heard a little bit. But she said, "What? Bloody awful!" It's like, who's that? I said, "Oh my god!" So this is Here it is, right? Just bear with me, guys. I really don't like this at all. So listen to this piece of crap.
Said that we were leaving our shelf lives, so we left all of our money in the drawer.
Yeah, that was boring. That's terrible. Terrible song. It's just really bad. So thank God we didn't get her. It's just really terrible. It sounds like someone's like a drum rat. Money, I want drugs. Just stop it, please. It's just really, really terrible. So, I mean, I'd say the woman's probably going through depression stages or something. It's like, what is that? So it's not the best singing I've ever heard in my life. Alex was better. Thank you. Right, okay. Tez, did Freddie actually have a relationship with Paul Predator? We were like, yes, he did. Yes, he was his personal assistant all the time. All the time it was. So, yeah, it was. It was. I just can't get over that demo. Sorry. Let's see. Yeah, he did. He did all the time. All the time. It was his personal assistant. He's also credited in the Works album. He's also credited in the... actually, that's a good question. Works album. Yeah. Let me get it out here. See where my... mine is. There we are. There we are. The original Works album. He is actually credited on this. Let me see. There he is there. Yeah. And that is the actual original address of the Queen fan club, which is no longer there now. But I love this original UK. Actually, I would say this is actually the Sterling Sound version of the Works album. This is brilliant. Sound quality is heavy. UK version still mint condition. And I will have to say, sound quality is fucking good. Especially machines about the humans on this fucking film. Sound quality is outstanding on it. Outstanding. George Marino's brilliant engineer on that album. Brilliant. Fantastic. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah. Let's have a look. Desert with No Name, which we did. Horse with No Name. What? Oh, this piece of crap. This stupid song here. What? This.
So we left all of our money in the drawer. And we drove until
Ooh. Oh, cringes so much. Terrible. She also says something about Facebook or something. She says, "I love Facebook. It's on my list." It's just terrible. Terrible. Let's see. Can we speak about the movie? Yes, you can. But don't spoil too much of the movie away. Ask questions about the movie if you want to. Carla Garcia, hello. She says, "Oh my God, what have I missed? You're missing a laugh here." Gaming It says, "Do you like The Golden Boy?" I love The Golden Boy. Peter Striker's on that, actually. Peter Striker's on the backing track of The Golden Boy. And he is, he does a good job of it as well. I am looking for my... Where is the box? Oh, I know where the box is in there, isn't it, guys? Okay, let's question, guys. I've just got to do some promotion stuff now for you guys to take on phone. Here it is. Yes, box of things. So, anyway, so while you guys are chatting away, let me talk about what is coming out. You can still get this CD from Jade, Secret Voice, one of her most prized albums I've ever produced this year. So I produced this album for her, full of amazing goodness on this album. So do get this. The tracks are available on YouTube. £5 on Discogs to buy. And Alex's album is released in the next 2 weeks' time. And I can't wait to get that one out. It's going to be good. And then Jade's second album comes out in the following week. So I've got a lot of things to do. A lot of business happening as well. 39 is taking down the movie. 39 is taking down the movie as played live. But fans and critics wanted a 5-hour movie. Oh yeah. I've actually read about that. I'll tell you what was interesting about that, right? They were supposed to do that song in the set, but I think Brian kind of said it doesn't work. Can we change it to another different song? And they did. But for this 5-hour movie thing, yeah, it would have been very long indeed. But saying that I had to cut it down to 2.5 hours, which is kind of a bit stretching it a little bit. But if they, but on the DVD when it comes out and Blu-ray, the Blu-ray is going to have more extras on it than I've ever seen in my life. Blu-ray version, look out for that. With uncut scenes and deleted scenes and madness going on. James says, "I don't understand why Freddie's love of his life wasn't mentioned in a very emotional moment in the movie as he left his home to her after he passed away. I don't really want to spoil it for anybody who hasn't seen the movie yet, but I'll just quickly say that moment in the movie is a poignant part in the movie. You need to have your tissues at the ready for that scene. So do watch it. It's really emotional. It is an emotional movie. It is. I wouldn't say this is like a biopic of him. I think this is kind of like very well filmed and documented very well. And Freddie would have loved it as well. My point of view, go and see it. You'll be impressed. Gaming Head says, The Untold Story or The Great Pretender? That's a good question. That's a good question, actually. Right. Well, let's talk about the Untold Story first. The Untold Story first. Talk about that first. So let's just take our time here. Untold Story, original cut from 2000 is cut. Extended version, Lover of Life, Singer of Songs. Yes. Great Pretender is the second part of the Untold Story. Updated version from the Untold Story. This is basically part 2 of it. I'd have to say both. Don't watch the cut version on the box set. Watch the Lover of Life, Singer of Songs. And also the trailer is 15 minutes long. Do watch both. But watch the uncut version of the Untold Story. Don't watch the fucking cut version. It's just dreadful. With that commentary on the box set version is horrible. The original one by Sean Pertwee, who did it, spot on. That goddamn original one that's on there is by whoever did the it's just really silly. It's really just hyperactive. Should have redubbed over it. Carlos says it's an amazing movie. It is. It is. Just go and see it. Wait till the Blu-ray comes out with some extra features for 3 hours. Climax says if Garden Lodge was up for sale today, they would say 5 million, and you had over 5 million. Would you buy the house, Tez? And if you added a helicopter pad back to Sunderland? Oh, that's a good question. I would say yes. If I had a helicopter pad in the back garden, yep. And if I had the money to move all this gear into there, well, you've got a good studio, haven't you? Mary, I don't know. She wouldn't approve it though. Saying that though, I would. If it was for sale, I would say if Brian and Roger had that and they made it into a studio with the cats around, yes, that would be fine. That would be really interesting indeed. Gaming Heads, I like both, but the Great Pretender gets a bonus point because the Blu-ray quality is amazing. It is. I've seen the Blu-ray version of that on a rip, and I was impressed a lot with it. That's what they really need to start doing now. Is in DVDs, bring out HD DVDs to back them up as Blu-rays. Put a Blu-ray version on a DVD, but compress it, but don't make it too. I'll make a clone of it anyway, because Blu-ray is absolutely incredible. Especially when he sent me the extras for Queen's Days of Our Lives, which I still have to put on DVD actually, which is something I need to do soon, because my Freemaker is going to do it for me. I love that a lot. Part 1 of it and part 2, brilliant. The videos, couldn't give a shit about the videos. Just want that extras disc. Well impressed. But I'll have to get some dual layer Blu-rays, like the 8 gig ones, for the best quality ones, because they're good. That's so good, so good. I don't know if there was an extra on Great Pretender on the Blu-ray version of it, because I know that didn't they do the didn't Rhys Thomas do a new director's cut version of the Barcelona edit? The camera's going like that underneath it, and that version is brilliant, really good. Gaming Head agreed on the picture quality. Maybe the Untold Story will be restored and released as a Blu-ray for the Freddie Mercury box set. I hope it does, because that would be great to see. Amazing image quality, just an example from my Blu-ray. Let's have a look. This. Oh yeah, this is what I've seen. I've seen it. Yeah, yeah. It is really good. That's actually the Great Pretender, and my point of view, it's brilliant. Yeah, love that thing. I've got something in my nose for some reason. Never mind. I'd say the Blu-ray edition has some content, but that'd probably be shit though. Anyway, let's have a look. James Orton, he says, have you all seen anything of the show Dozel Backstage that was broadcast on German and Australian TV from 2015 to 2017? No, I've never heard of this. I have never ever seen this ever. Gaming Head's seen it. I don't know if he's got it. Never seen it. Is it something to do with their didn't they make a TV show? Oh, I'll tell you what was interesting. Did anybody see the in 1990? No. Has anybody seen? I'll tell you what. There's a documentary of those two, Dozel and Rudy Dozel and Hansel Shea. Did a thing called. It did a TV show that got a good award for it, and I can't remember what it's called now. It was like a music journey or something. It was called Rock Journey or something. It was bloody good actually, very interesting. Yeah, they've got the Torpedo Twins. They were brilliant. They were really good, but it's a shame it ended their relationship in 1998. The only thing it did last was the Freddie Mercury the Untold Story before they split. It's a shame about that. It's a shame. We'll do that anyway. Any reason why Gaming Head is highlighted blue? He's moderator now. Yeah, he's a moderator now for the channel, so he's gonna moderate all the things, and I can approve them and he'll thingy them. He's actually now allowed to give you guys links into the chat room. Saves me a job. When is your AdSense getting renewed? I don't know about that yet, because they've still got to go through some checks on my channel first to make sure it's alright. I don't know if I'm getting paid from YouTube yet. It varies at the minute. It varies. Right, let's do some comments now on the page. See a couple of comments just a few days ago. One from, these are actually these are subscribers that I've subscribed for many years, by the way, and these are not new ones. Gia Ramatica. What's her name? She just says, that interviewer lady is annoying. What's her problem? The Brazilian thing. She's alright. She just doesn't understand about questions. That would be worth it, wouldn't it? Andrew Slater, Assaulter. He's a good guy, he is. 2 years ago, he's saying, why is Brian sitting near a giant condom? It's not. What it is, it's because somebody was saying about grapefruit things and stuff. It's actually just they were making all the gear at the time, and they had everything for the works tour, and basically it's all cling film wrapped around to just really just keep it all nice and clean, so it doesn't get damaged for the sets. My first concert was on the Works tour. I was 6 years old. I think my auntie, every day that she dedicated to take me and my sister, as it changed my life. All those years later, I'm a guitar teacher and songwriter, and have to thank for that. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. This is all Andrew, by the way. Andrew says, it's a true tragedy that Freddie didn't get to grow old with Jim and his cats and write songs. Honestly, he could have been the best. He could honestly be the biggest lose to the music industry when Freddie passed away. And what's even sadder is only 5 years from his death, they had medication for HIV that would have let him live a long and happy life. Well, the only thing is there is not really a cure for that at all. They're still trying the best, you know, all the doctors and all the nurses trying the best to get as much as they can. It will never ever be. You can never ever get away from HIV at all. It's a bad thing. It's a terrible thing, and you've got to be very careful. Mikey P says, I know many divided options about the Hot Space album, but it was a hit worldwide and had singles off it worldwide. So it wasn't an unsuccessful album. So what is John talking about? Well, John was going through a bad time at that time. He was going through bad pressures. He's basically saying that he wasn't happy with the way that things had turned sour for the band. And moving to Munich was really a bad choice, and it was really bad. And that's where the studio was as well in Munich, and it was just a bad experience from it as well. And having the discussion with Arif Mardin and everything else didn't work. It didn't work. Just don't think Outward album is not really one of John's favourite albums. That's why he's not talking about it. He says, I don't like it. Terrible. And one more has come from another subscriber called Fiona Apple Addict. This is a new subscriber. He says, such a heartbreaking end when Freddie talks about future plans. Yeah, I know. Freddie didn't carry on the solo career plan for it. I think after that he was just thinking, I'm never going to get well enough to do any more solo albums or any more recordings. It's a bit sad to hear that, actually, because, you know, he really would have thought he would have done that, and it would have been successful to have his career go very well indeed. After the time came, though, he said to his manager, put out what you want, don't make me boring, make it exciting for all the Queen fans to have. And it does work for many things as well in their thing to this day, really. So, you know, so we'll see. Right, got more questions coming in. This is good. This is good. Let's have a look. James says he had some unreleased footage from the Living on My Own video on there, and it was speaking about Freddie quite a lot. Yes. The remade video they did in the 90s. My dad watched it and he said, that's clever how they've done that. And I said, it's just been redone really well. Because everybody thought it was like, everybody thought that remade video was done prior to the original video was filmed. Everybody thought when they saw that video the first time round, the 90s video, they went, that's clever how they've done that. Because they wanted to keep it authentically as it was. The original video, when you see it, is kind of pretty good. For the remade video they did of it, though, it was well worth seeing it. It's very clever. Very clever. Let's see. Do you think if you class YouTube as a full-time job and watch reactions video is a lame job? YouTube's not a full-time job. YouTube won't pay you. If you heard about these new things coming out called YouTube Music now, I'm looking into that in a minute to upload some content on there. But I think it's a subscription fee though for it. There's also this new thing where people are just trying to say YouTube will pay me this much money. Well, AdSense doesn't really pay you much because it's like £1.15 per day. So, sorry, £1.15 a month. they only pay you for that. You've got to make £60 or more. But you've got to produce as much content as possible so you can get some AdSense to it. But my AdSense has been stopped because copyright issues with Rock Show Live program, which I'm going to have to remove because I can't keep that on much longer because I'm just getting copyright issues with everything I'm doing with that show. I don't mind. Most of it I'll get paid for, but that thing's saying, no, you can't use them. Shut up. Whatever. But no, it's not a full-time job. Don't get paid. If you were to go self-employed, you have to find a way how to make money and how to make a proper business for yourself. Let's have a look. They filmed Living on My Own on a 35mm camera image, a Blu-ray release. Yes. Blu-ray release of that, please. We can only dream of that, I know. Unfortunately, yeah. But that's kind of will work out well for what it's worth. Never know. You have anyway from that. Cool. Panamix says people think the swear word cunt is said in the Invisible Man track. Maybe, I don't know. I'll have to listen to that again. Maybe. If it's somewhere in the album, have a look at it. Let's have a look. He says, oh, James says, but who, except for me, who knows what will come in the future? I don't know. Queen Productions, stick up their arse. Queen Productions just don't know what they're doing. Queen Productions can just think of anything to release and just say, pour it out, pour it out, pour it out. No, it's got to go behind with Jackie's because Jackie's got to have the first approval for it all. Jackie can just get a life. It's not even that goddamn. Queen Productions is just terrible. They should just make somebody, hire somebody who really think it's just so important to get it out. And, you know, I should go down there, really work for them and say, look, this is what you're going to have to do. Get your decisions sorted out and sort out your goddamn lives. Start on it. Have a rant with them. Go and get yourself sorted out with it. Let's have a look. Don't get me started on that bloody company. Oh god, no, don't they? Bloody Queen Productions are stupid. Really silly about that. The middle section of The Invisible Man. I don't know. Let's listen to it again. James Watson says, rather don't talk about this laser production, Queen Productions, parody of Queen Productions. Oh god. Oh, you've watched them videos as well with them. Parody of Queen Productions. Stupid. You know what gets me about that guy at the what's his name? Greg Brooks. He's stupid at the conventions. He's stupid. Parody of Queen Productions. Parody of Queen Productions. Just complete lunacy. Why? Just play the songs. Only because you got to trademark it as Property of Queen Productions, because it has to be like somebody's like talking on there and it's annoying. It's like, yeah, but you know why I'm doing that for? Because it's saying that you're not allowed to copyright this song. If you edit it in a certain way, you can do it as it is. It's fine, but to be honest, it's just really gets my piss and nerves. So if you ever watch the ones from David R. Fuller at the conventions about, say you want to hear a rare version of Last Clouds Day More or Cool Cat, you've got to go through Property of Queen Productions on it, and he has to like sort of it's like, oh. But yeah, it's because they don't want anybody really recording it, because they don't want to have anybody recording the songs from the convention and sell it on YouTube and play it on YouTube and say, but you do realize it's Property of Queen Productions. It's just like so annoying. You actually put that into Microsoft Word, right? The talking thing of it. Actually, let me see if I can do it on here. What's the thing? The speech, right? Let me have a look. Let me see if I can do speech settings on this. Let's see. Let's see. Well, it's actually my right microphone is actually there. Ooh. Beep 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 beep. Just trying to see if it's not even working, is it? No, that's alright. It's done. Wait. Okay, so no, I just want this. Oh, I don't want this actually. Yeah, I want the speech settings. I want to see if I can do it on here. Because there's a way you can do it. You can do it on this, right? And it gives you like a text thing. You have got it on here. I'm sure you have. Let's have a look.
You have selected Microsoft George as the default voice.
Oh, well, that's naff, isn't it? Who else we got? Hazel.
You have selected Microsoft Hazel as the. You have selected Microsoft Susan as the default voice.
Yeah, but how do you get to do the typing thing? Because you used to on this, you used to have a chance where it would speech it out. I can't remember if it's that stuff as well. I'm not really sure. There's a way to do it, but I don't know if Windows 10's got it or anything. But yeah, because I used to do that before. I used to say Poverty of Green Productions. Poverty of Green Productions. It's a stupid idea, isn't it? Ridiculous. Let's see. Let's see. They recorded the songs on the convention anyway. I bet the Big Book's ringtone is probably a Green Productions. It probably is. That'd be good to see that, wouldn't it? And his ringtone. Who's ringing you? Green Productions. Someone's going to have to actually. Here's a good thing. Someone's going to have to go on YouTube, find a good quality version of when he says it, download it, get rid of all the hiss, enhance it in the studio, put it as MP3, put it in your ringtone, and make your own thing. It seriously would work out well actually for that. Actually, I remember when we were doing Rocking Down the Road quite a while back. I found Jodie's talking it, and I put in the mix like there's a thing she says, it's crucial you cow shit, you pig shit, and I wanted to put like on Rocking Down the Road pig shit in it as well. She's actually bringing a song out called Eye to Eye next year, which I'm looking forward to doing that with her this year as well. It's going to be really good. In fact, we might try it with Alex actually. See what we can do with that song. I actually am going to record Rock Away with her on Wednesday, and we record Save Yourself for Me, and that's it, I think. But yeah, shame we can't bring out the other song though. Totally understand, but you never know. It'll end up like a Jodie album anyway. You never know for that. I'd say Jim's Mind Beaches one, possibly. Yeah, seriously, Greg Brooks needs to sort himself out, doesn't he? For that, he does. Anyway, I think that is it for tonight. Thank you very much for everybody tuning in today. It's been a very good stream today. I very enjoyed all the questions today. Had no questions about Margaret's days, which is a shame. I had no questions about Alex. I had no questions about anything that I do here. Thanks, guys. No. I'll take a couple more questions before I leave. No, Devon's not going out today. She's been on a good run today, so she has been up for 2 hours today. So she is now tired. Not going out tonight. I'll take a few more questions and then we'll go. Do you know this rare footage of Japan 75? Maybe. No, I don't. No. Nope, I don't. I don't know that. Well, no. No Gaming Head, I don't know anything about that actually. Looks like it's a terrible root of it though. I suppose it's not bad. Or it is. So that's a thing, I suppose, of it anyway. I think I need to leave today with this rendition of Somebody Who Wants to Drown in a Pool.
Left all of our money in the drawer, and we drove until we saw the petrol light, and we drove until the petrol was no more, and we was no more. And we drove until the petrol was no more.
Oh God! Somebody please strangle me with some sort of disease. It's just terrible. I need to just actually before I leave. No, I'm glad we didn't. We haven't got a girl. Oh my God! The petrol. Look at that gas. Kick my ass. Never mind. Wait. Right, I just want to take a few more questions and I'll leave. Do you know why Peter Feastrong wasn't featured in the movie? The reason being is I don't think it was anything to do with him, to be honest. He just wanted to keep it really like personal lives and things of it. If it ever came up, it would have worked out fine, but never really happened, to be honest. No, not that anyway. Right, so thanks so much to Gaming here. Thanks to James. Thanks to Carla. Thanks to Planet Mixer. Thanks to Gaming Head. And thanks to all you guys for tuning in today. I have to say, it's been a good stream today. It's been very good indeed. So, as I always keep saying, guys, keep subscribing to the channel. Keep yourselves active. And we're back next Tuesday with a live stream. I'm tired now. Yeah. Back next Tuesday with a live stream at same time, 6 PM till 8. And then we'll be back with some more great information to let you guys know. Keep tuned to ST Entertainment Limited. Keep tuned to Queensville on Facebook. Keep tuned to our streams coming up next week on to ST Entertainment Limited. Have a good bonfire night on Monday, and I will let you know of the other things coming up. As I say, there's loads more things I'd like to talk about, but they have to wait until next week because I am getting tired now doing it anyway. What we're doing for tonight, I think it's going to be curry, and I think it's going to have to be Noel's house party tonight as well. I think it's my favourite thing as well. Anyway, have a good week, guys. I'll catch you guys on Tuesday for another live stream. Until then, have a great weekend. Until then, cheers, bye.